ali wetu kasamalira tuti obubuyabwe kintu ne bwa hayi. The fraternity, it is at this point ngaba werende hanno trotro tukeribanza wayibarara mtutrolinkanya ndi mndali tubarara. I'm running a pledge already to my vijemi twalo ikati tutamuna ni masiri njikenda kanda unasi deri chionwa bya kasira kutikuna Bruce Buster of which na Bruce Buster actually muko muna yakaya introducing so we are thinking in as Bruce Buster kindi byakaya yo manja acha however na yabe ferosunga liwe betu mwaka kangwera namalangisi twanga tokera ninga esha pledges ibira at a time but I have talked to him twamikira nizindo mwacha kindi byakaendeka akindi conveying our condolences because maybe tukindi tunamwe byo masindi engagement yanishe bya masat so hanu abandu bya masat how to try ngasaba tubokera hanu ngalangira ukutuko wenyuma tukasorokera ya ebe kabi byo tuli bwa mabyo mupira betso ali kindo kikole bwaga eri banze we have itwe ito tukindi tomabiri ihe niya tukamenya tuti twangana iberera obuli kindo kikindi akikason board we are very ready in position eri
uluga kanyo kwa management omanyi bucho mpira we fifi division ambo abandu mubaba buli ajoka kwa in fact abo organizing kumpira baba joka kasaleho abo bandahoma bambo ambo ya joka always the average panga ambo is under management ambo with manager sometimes nje munebindu byango wahandi byanyitano bo bakale ibyanyitano buli accordingly o ma fraternity y'umupira one and we back I think ngasakolera hanu nje sports ngo 2017 around there obutsibu babya bunene even right now obutsibu bukineho mu media abandu bakanzi rikolesha abandu you get omundu nakusambira ko kwa madara and now when it comes in the sports fraternity look here and ngabana bakaherera yempiro kwa Ekisathiro the state of their welfare is not good sirinjeke so omundu wa mabya enuni municipality buli mundu akali kwa mubiri wakakola so ngambira wuti emibere yatu kakoleramu ya mibere yatu ngabere tukai exactly somebody omundu akanziri wa joka akanziri kulebya I'm not saying ndi nanga bwachino abandu bamalekani ambo maybe shall send these not the way forward but omanja cho mundu akinanze kulola kwa kanze lolo kwa Anderson akanze lolo kwa joka the state of joka ya lemu is that the joka that at least you would have loved to see because sichirira ya chitsumbi no lukengera okanyelo la kunga nambere state mukire regardless I'm just talking about obwehendo hiki ili wakanangiro kwa Ekisathiro mipira a tournament yo mpira mundu akata kamwe milioni 10 milioni 5 but ukaikiwa ambukara ngo mupira bakuha mutwalo you can imagine you get and remember abandu abakaso kwa mpira somebody akanze byanga joka akanze bya ngande so in view I was like no there is a time ebinabere kolam I'm no longer excited in the maybe you can kwa mpira then you want to pay me because first of all ukende mbe mitwalo bibiri these people they don't pay asende silabiri kwa mitwalo bibiri mitwalo 3 mitwalo 4 mitwalo 5 mitwalo ya bibiri si endeleka bukiranga kokobeka as if you have paid me now you have occupied me wabiri nyi ouninga I mean nanga nalebyo mupira wayi naendo mubawagizi nalebyo mpira nje nabyenga no kwa mpira as usual ngayende nalebyo mpira yayi inabyo mabawagizini man but what I'm trying to mean here nje I don't fight I may fight for you but if you don't want then you remain in that situation I was like a drive eyabana eribya bakairiri mpira mwabaho mutwalo bibiri is not advocate for them because we are fraternity ngana cha sinde kende we need somebody said oba mwacheti atichi oba capital oba whatever tukaita abantu but so ngatunga abantu unayitwiri chitia people always want to follow somebody who's genuine
but ya so many bucha unasi ekase ngali ndiyenga namusabangu tukamenya habya tandekera wabera ukasauka tunga that good platform radio you came and thought of us to come and make sure that we build then a concept developed before we think of the foreign football how best can we impress ours mutrasa with an idea and why can't we copy from the foreign one to implementing ebindo bikasinde episode send kuti bikasinde so sana you tweet them out no byangana libya perfect but at time people will adopt So it is from there wamalangala abantu abantu kaba sensitizing on how they can change from format shisha tournament when it comes to abakanza ribiyam ndikuti kubwe nyuma ukasanga no muntu okubanza nakatunga emetwalo atano owakabere nandisa utechi abantu abali participating ngomuntu sinasa ndichatunga no mpira but today ukawa masangana the very recent tournament nge ya Madaraka ngokwenja at least every participating club in not a chaikenda ndaikatunga now twabere tukalwaho if you nganibu si unibu kirendeke then we thought of the referees motu ko barefa bakatunga siri njini mutwa lumu mana mbende city ya bosi bait mutwa strong what these people deserve much more wamebuka ebi ndumbi tukerenda bikabe implemented mu tournament ya Godson ndio ukasanga in a single day even when they are going to play one game with 5 officials based on do abimwa allocating the metro winning and we first appreciated the fact that chama happening now today we came now to think of abana betwa bakalingisa yeribyo bakerizi bya masata that commentary stuff now they deserve much more now ebintu byo tukenda tukabya achievinga sehali in football world or in celebrity world I can say omundu utolere wabyo now wete people who can guide you otherwise ukabe ukendi moving astray from the time we have been managing you Joker I know you know the merits and the demerits of it but we have always fought erebinde obulinja achahane chibuye chatukatunga last time I remember munga kanabyanga ka tukakolerisha from the fact that now we are too much in football administration and I was like no, even though I can be a CEO of any club, no one, I don't think I should now sit and maybe discuss terms, my personal terms with the club. There is a team that is going to be handling such a business. My agent or someone who is taking full responsibility of my business when it comes to administering the game. Na amavya said, why? Njenganda so nanganabi nengaya hereza yumpira kuti nengavi administrate singatunda munachinen just like you said. But maybe someone who is with me, the fact that you concocting a very good deal, so chirikibi ndukunde muna vina virutunga a talent uze rivina mavitunga the qualification to be a football administrator, then I should consume it in general. I know this game can only develop from Libya ituka sharinga na ribi tuka hechatu witreku abantu benzi betoba tuchimbire. I think with that idea then the game can develop. That is what I mean.
Well, so bolobolo Derek Muhindo, that is echatukalengesa yere creating ngomamani yetu. Badi yabaleki yatuko byo occupied anyhow. Ukamicha ukaendangera hunga. Ukuwambu mupira nayo. Balakatuko. And some of them abantu babitukana reto side abantu. That guy anziri yasende sekotse. Now how much really? Umundu akayo nakekuhane midfield return. And then you want to so ukanza omwana wondo wendo omuli ataka omuhi omutwalo, you get omuli ataka omuhi omutwalo just because maybe usayiri ya joka erebe nakende kukolera. And to me I'm very clear and open. Just nga chanza bintu bili bwo tukenyi sukumange chigadigadi. I can only decide for myself. I'm going to do this when I think that maybe chikayamba bandu abosi not I'm going to be occupied because one ngabe sende kolero kwa pressure, secondly ngana uti mibiribire kanyu watika yao kwa level yai you get, so I don't need to cry ndibo jungendike shanzala just have a mitwalo biri habo mutwalo. I am not a kind of a person at the end of the day and tukendi bitu kakula yo mutse move omwa media naba kasa kole sports eba tusubukire omundu akamlola kuna sports kwehi nebintu bullet is just omundu
not abalaba obandera under the base of producer joka bana bituma benda tukogrooming. We have much more put them into media management muno ebintu ya masatu. So yesterday I was sharing with one of them actually Omega in a very I had a deal should it happen I have to lay for him terms. Then mwaka na sharing an idea with one of his colleagues zibana bana betu ama what ban we have served. It is now time for one to realize the essence area with the media team. This is the right time omundu minyerati out to appreciating guy not by ribwindi akanze sender out na kwa center but minyerati how best can you be brought on board abantu chapama like abantu baenda bakalemwa developing muno mupira even these other companies ngokuna liwo tekasa sibali ba impressing the fact of Asia media houses yatebyamu kantenesenen is just because abantu betu bama beretu ngomutsi owerinkanyambo ewa munyamakuru ukaisunza makuru so wendo ufechingero.
Yeah, that's what it is true. Tukaisunza makuru, it is true.
Joker, you can sit here where you are and get news.
Ahubuli akarasinga lenga tambula but ngendikanye kwa makuru aleho and it's what I'm discussing. Actually ngala tinduka kuminangu mukwa mubiri and I'm still here.
You're still there?
Yes.
But unamenya because much.
I have information because I know the sources.
When I bring you, kaka when ngarunda Joker ngauti duka ya. Ngaka interactinga now. Ukindibyuka kanye kwa duka ya. Ukindibyuka abiri owingayo. Sicyo ndisosekana no mundu eyukeshekane ko duka yayi ibali ko mkwamugurambwe duka ya Anderson yako diriki mtown. So chikamanyisa yende there is need community yetu muno ngitwa abantu abali mu bya masata twamaenda kutsukwa abantu bya masata most of the clubs tumenyererende ute walinkanya oti omundu akakola makuru wawo akakuisunza think of erigi ni umwenzire kusingaye kondi anena masanyarazi ya watu anena masanyarazi anena mpeho ya ukanza wana mzamale mwani ndi muchi sina ngaenda ngatita kanyoku chino mwani ndi mga kanalangira struggle ya tulemu instead of focusing okwivia omundu mneure maybe uka thinking of a fan base ya utwa da ribi ukakolesa yaze tool uka fighting maybe for your very very last encounter nyiganja wuti you can forego the fan base rather you put more effort to your opponent's side so I think it is just a matter of a review coming at the management ethics and then knowing exactly we career havulwa we have always said as the best of producer Joker to havula is something that we can't sitwanga chirania nomngana ngro mundu akanziriwa ati akakana yoku binimusa in a very level something it was a very long audio namamu ndibwan first listen to what the message we can then maybe come and counteract your message but uto waolekera don't know to go for audio ninyi for us we can tolerate and the administrators are there if we so think that a program see one a program yo kanzere to kwa platform see when we know what to do we know what to do and we can take a position so tukasave the community abantu betu tumenyerere exactly the people we need because media is a key stakeholder in every department media is an arm of any activity ekabi pushing for developing the community. Should you think what someone's really engaging in media, of which these are the people who can reach all your information to the community where you need to sell your commodity, then I think you're just taking a very wrong turn when it comes to the business. As an individual, you can get out of a even more media and maybe we but let the business thrive when it comes to media. So, Galen can end Abakindio Mavioa, you can be a mavere can exactly how they should run businesses by Mavremania. Than you will Babari, Mokabi Mokendo, Kwachendo Kachipua, and now there are reasons we appreciate the fact that media is key.
Well, ngalo kubinga nimukanya na Lazaro Wambale in fact musatiwe Chitara a wiki eno yenye nyini katandika mutwa tunga information esha rumors eska kangana kinde Lazaro abiri bina kasaininga timu ya KCCA edilo kwa side ya Chitara well okwa social media platforms esinde munga byangabwira abantu and I think the deal is not yet matured according to the rumors or the speculations esikatambula. So omusamaliru we Renzori telefina you get away to the Renzoris to me aba local players abanene aba professional players kalinga windi aba local players abali ahawulu I'm linked with them and right now ngalo kubinga nimugana Lazaro before tutwasa no kwa set amambwera techiru kye muliwolo abina kakola in fact makana unze remedical hiwe okwa timu KCCA. I think you are seeing the difference. I think even the nanganika hanu then I just talk what I have saw. Because one, Lazaro abutiru hanu. Chibuteri bichamba erikanye kwa mndu abutiru hanu, nerikanye kwa mundu maybe yo uko wako. Like when I talk about Stephen Desimukwala, truly I must have a source. Because one, I'm a sports journalist. Desimukwala is a born of here, much as is in Tanzania. And Desimukwala is one of the highest paid players. Actually, no more kwa bandu bakatwengesha sente sene no municipality muhanu. Or kwa bandu bakatwengesha sente sene no municipality. Des anganabe na lumachikaru chokubanza. In a monthly salary, okwa musatu umupira Desimukwala. What am I trying to mean here? It is always bad abasati betu eribakania kuwa byanga azifu na unga ulia biwa. So from then muna benenga nimukana na Mukwala I mean if with Bambale Lazaro amambwe that it is true akendo makesi siye. However abandongo kuba kabe handika biwire. Yet so amambwe and is watching, he has no option. Because it is their role to write what they feel they want to write. So amanyi sobolama bwinde whatever will go on akibina nemumbwere. And I want to appreciate these players, the likes of Lazaro, the likes of Stephen Desimukwala, Baliroyo. And of course they know what it means ukakanyo kwa bendu bya makuru. So Lazaro makanyi tsendukeni text what joka God is great that inabiri unza a medical test kwa timu ya KCCA. And the unveiling program is on the way coming. So I think the deal is like done because even right now anyokwa lihanga mba mubirikiro kwa timu ye Chan squad kwa basati 42 nemo mwo kwa basati abo Fred Muhumuzabi na kabiri kira. Well one thing chikakwerera ya ekisasani kinene echa Bambale Lazaro because ahungata ikira hanu he was the player here. Ingababwerendi to me is my best player Umakasese district. Munga Tanzania anzere samarira locally but I just wanted to generalize these players. No, Umari Mwatso kwa team. He would be among the players. Umari Mwatso fine. I know that the best player who has been performing better is Stephen Desimukwala because he is ahead of them. Yes. But generally I did not want to bring him exactly. So erianzeri bahamba nyabananu abo seriba motivatinga they should know munanzeri baburende. To me Lazaro Bambale has been the best this very season. It is not surprise to me even akendo matimu ya KCCA. But here being it also in the KCCA maybe the Uganda Premier League as Kitara. But here I'm talking about umusacherebe na nganafunga kasente kewo satakolati isata ikacha because KCCA ni timu ya Chitongole. We will know that. So echanga ngaisheterecho kubanza before even come here to analyze whether Lazaro akende toko kwa KCCA. Me the first thing I appreciate is Lazaro amatungachi omubiri. You get whether kama seninge contract nge yemyaka 2 azizo abasati betu seninga myaka 2 kwa but at least unasuto obuli mwezi angana pocketing obukadebo ngabone kama ngabo satu which is okay. Mr. Anderson ndi okwa level ya Lazaro you get omusatu umupira biwangana tungo obukadeboni obuli mwezi at least wanganeko mwatoni mwana uhimba kwa kapolitika uwahimba byafukanza byafukaloberera abadia kabutserere byanga ikara hanu ngani kwa sports kuhanu alakini at the end of the day inanga zero inanga nemubona and whereby yauna ngabere ngatungera I am not gaining because tukali kwa mpira namanyiterera. So to me Lazaro he deserved it and congratulations much as baliba unveiling but the unveiling is ahead.
Ejo kubanza ndi congratulations to Omushakulu Lazaro in advance because ukawa mabe kwa medical nearly tukwa chidiwi kabya mabe ya 90%. Though we have seen schedules SK na even wabina kolesha medicals
exactly
but itwenga abanyakasese tukaisye tende echo sicho cyangabere cyangala ko butishatahwa anguli cyaho icharuwaho so that such a deal materializes because tukatwa mabitunga the likes of him on board ukalanga tuchinate santamu anamukula but chinachikiria kasese then yomu kwa laviri and at the other side. But for my man Lazaro ukuwa namabuwa okwa that slight local scene nimu mkwaba nabali kwa piki. So kundu ukakalanga na the likes of Kachanchu ukakalangera Karim Sanda Veretro Vesuko Lions ukaenda ukalanga abana abo mukamukalanga abana bakasongo kwa province walangire njesa henu Lazar niyo mwana lwakabi nakasi twatu nakwati no okosanuka yoyo
alo exception okwabanda especially this edition.
Yes. So echanga zerikani ku Lazar in the case yeche yamatunga disciplined player. That is something I am very much sure of. Yamatunga disciplined player. That is why ukalangani ngiriaka kwa the information he's appreciating and
he's
the fact that
he's happy with it.
That time.
What I love from him is fine in the amakuru shakaita out. But look a player or you are coming here at Eka, people should know. You get?
Yes.
And even when other media house are talking about it, but namnya at Eka, they should have the source of it. So truly he's a disciplined.
Certain that in the television saying Kampala can come up with such betinans that amakuru abinangana soveke.
Exactly.
Echo kubanze player utolere ukayihimba ewaminyerera still and as an individual the essence of media. Wanganana you carry the information directly, but how you can coordinate with them or your management as an individual you can thrive. Echakaver iwengo musambi you should think much of your fan base. That is why munawiri namakubure ningaya ndo masha transfers anywhere I can be. There are some factors I can consider ngaka ya ulabasambi. The fan base. So Lazar Munawiri, the fan base which is now Kasese district, there is a way we must perceive a deal ya Lazar. Twamebukanda kende kumusha kulunga yububo geraka lukwa mpira. How the community perceived the idea and even the it's because mwahimba that fan base. So this is the right time also. Ndio mwanonoma ndo mwa UPL.
He has been there, just a KCCA problem.
Kampala. Just know that we have our own. Akindi byakasubano kwa base mbulafama muberekera for the province execution. Muminyere muti there is a delegate. He is now a delegate. India matu delegating ngomo UPL when it comes to players. So ngane nkana yindi this should now act. Okwaba ndiba nababisi batasamaliro ku Centamu abana batalangiriro ku Dice Mukwala. This is another one here for us. Tuminyera, what does it take? What has it taken? Ukalangira yaraza with a plan mwana byango mwa camp ye province indi mwana na kindi bina exception in reserving his comments sending engaging on management
is very hard to
mbona mama amunyigirija akindi mnyatis and the management that's what they have tried to afford. Ngane kana indi I've seen this yokoba ndiba sambi inabini yakindi as determining even what his fellow players have to eat. In the club ya mabimu ikawaiti mukindi yomichiri wakalangire he's going to advocate for meat. But this is not the Lazar. So I think Lazar, you've worked for this and I believe you're not going to disappoint. Only that now Tramasuboko the however part. Make sure you train hard, my son. Where you've gone, it is all about your performance. Respect the fact that your coaches can give you a minute. It is just from 0 minutes that you shall acquire, utilize it. Use that. That is now a Chama Chipani of Mr. Jokamabu. And I believe you're even going to employ many by the time you leave KCI. I'm very sure your contract can't exceed 3 years. So from now till then, maybe Mama thinking of even renewing maybe for some other 12 months. Now, a trauma tungainge asset, a trauma now in UPL, Kasese district is fully represented. Ours now is to back.
Sachiro kulebi riba out Lazaro Tambaho Mutwalo. Nerubira ka struggling to get 10,000. And I think to me this is very, very important. And omundu rebi unyomwa omwa profession like we are working here. It kwete muko shaming omundu akakutera omuola kabwindi joka. Tambe mitwalo ibiri aho. You get? Ewasanga nende sukolire wote. Either mundu omwe kuyokwati satero abantu balubane kaka kasanju. Unimurangirira mpira. Amina kutene bati joka tambaye mitwalo ibiri. Batibata utimuze. Utimuze kasiba tamba necheko.
Webale ko butini ngoma mitwalo ibiri. Naenanze kusabaya.
Aho ko sukolo sabe naho nayo njenga nganeriri mpira. inga lwa haba nabakasandra mu chesenge sya bali ambesha ape kwa you get
mwale nda hanu ibukatuka endo kwa Legends Greenland. They say they are going to give us around 300,000. But you remember, no, you get your money. I have a team. Let the team enjoy, but just for us, we are just here to promote the game. You remember, actually, kwa sende show inganibu getu kakole launch. Eye kemlani kendo kwa mini zone.
Exactly.
Tukaba what we had.
We say, yeah, that is it.
Let us give them. Now,
I mean, now I think the advantage ireho okwa Lazaro is the coach Brian Sanyonto. Actually in the abyo kwa timu ya Kitara, now is mbaka namleto kwa timu ya KCCA ni yato ile omubiri wetu chendeke timu ya KCCA. However, erira likirirenga wiche because no kwa timu ya Kitara Lazaro under Brian Sanyonto the performance was not good. It yabisi irendeke as such. By the way, Lazaro performance yiwe embuye yamasa ahesisi ya bisandu bya Waiso Abosa. Iri nyuma ya Kitara ravenga Brian Sanyonto then bamaleta Waiso Abosa. That is the excellence ya Lazaro ifama mulangiram. However, of course in the coach might be having even an material plan, you never know. Because immediately after joining a KCCA amabina kakolati inakamwi hayo. So I think to me, let me think that in the musabirane kwa lekesa subango ko abia hanyuma kwa timu ya Kitara under him, it should be in the amaso kwa KCCA then I'm proving a point.
Ate ukalangira mpira, football is a transition. And we have always said in the wamaremo kwa Kitara sichiri maisambukile kwa KCCA. We have always talked of the Ugandan transfers. Most player munabura ukindivyo wamaho mubiri wa Stephen Pritchard. The very first player is going to make a call ni Mangala. Ni wiwe. So ukayuka ndoka kwa msha transfer ya clubs yesinene. Ukoka isangana ngambalangu akabya kaloko chimunge ngembara city. Akiha kwa basa mbibani. Ingebasa mbibetuba nubu mwa UPL, they have their coaches. So ukasangana omwana onu irrespective of maybe performance libiye binamu disappointing under Brian, but he was seeing a talent in him. And now maybe he thinks in the bama bisha tungesha fa bama bisha okwa club yanga natchaba more time facility maybe inewe equipped kusinga kwa Kitara. That one I am very much aware. And then sibakasatu kwa Philip Omondi
bakasatu kwa Omondi.
So ukalangira the facility itself, maybe then the system of play
even the atmosphere. By the way, abana nibakana iko machivuga. I have ever told you abana nibakana iko machivuga omwana nale mune batanga suveka. Situationally, yes, Kampala is the capital. Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. But now I'm telling you, in the erikamo katandeka a chapter Mbiaka. Because one in the abantu never kingira chibuga eba wuti binywambwerwa. Abantu they think in the chibuga it is very easy to be there or to live there. Because maybe amanangiro mdoka lo machibuga abiri hakabutu perfume he is okay ababubuka, you know. Then he say I'm also going to Kampala. But erikalo machibuga for even 2 days wuti mubiri you can you feel you get wuti ngokwa ukabia. I'm telling you. So the atmosphere eye Kampala. But lucky enough, Lazaro has been there. I'm not singly speaking, the bite is new to him because Lazaro has been there. Of course, I know what team Ukraine is right now. So I think the atmosphere is good when you are earning. Wamabi wanamuntu send Kampala is good. You see, he's in Kampala right now. That is him. Remember Lazaro in the national team.
Saddam wa experience ya uko tukerende Kampala.
Saddam singangata mbura, but I shall tell him sha. Bizibu nyo byali bibi nyo fara mutubonye bonyo musajja yanzijja kugundi awo ku City Square. Nali ngenda Wandageya. Na byenchimayo wao. Kati musajja naja nangamba ndi joko manyi. Kana nali nakayingire kibuga. Life fail kale set agujige. Now what I'm trying to mean is a Kampala yungi you always it is not easy when you don't have a job. No mwanga bya ukayiya you may even think ngendi ngayiye. But time T ukasanga ni wabera emwa accommodation the you know the way of living omwachibuwa. So okwalevu ya Lazaro ebyo n'omutungo obukadde no mwachibuwa, that is good, it's good money. By the way wangana ende wabula na kamotoka wawo ne muyivuga you get a weekend wamabyo ni free wase bwereka iwa chilinga nabanyoni bawo. That is the life that we always want abantu alikola bati. So congra Bwambale Lazaro and actually makabundi aketwe emijozi eya KCCA. In fact makabati akambo why now we know we are two. Me two jazes, me and Anderson. However, me I'm a fan of Vipers. I don't know, but because of that solidarity, then I'm waiting for a jazz to put on a KCCA regardless.
Unless clubs shama venda skatunga fani besi. The clubs esere initiated ya home. Wando mwana mwanyi kolera ya analysis moni kirilia you partly but muna endanga ka winde the what if again. Inde gamu nebru wa marangira galactico. Cinema vira tawoni kanso. Chuma nisaya mwale ni mga kananga kasoma kwa system ye fufa. Iba chinatu allocatingire hai emwenge kamwe enange mwengeria echenjojo. Neryo chamanyika njende. A need area if we say in a galactical. If you have dealt with immediate fact effect. So mga nanga contacting a fufa bama via a system ya wando wakachinjinga menene manene. We may again find ourselves moving as mavira. But now obusinga kilieringe eya muno the criticism shatotuka receivinga why are you using galactical instead of galactical is a gases based club. You can importing the word mavera. It is not going to live with the word mavera for bongo. Munevere na makwendlo bongo ko tukerewa gere mavera. Obutukubukije buka hikakenga kasubye galactical uwanga uli mu kintu kyaka. That is why we say you should know it mavera is the same as galactical for now. Chikisha chikolo chakolachi so munawire abatu haba maya uko nemo uli kwa Vipers. I appreciate the fact that uli kwa Vipers kontutu tunawata kwa mwana tunakwa men munawire nje nanga nabyo kwa KCCA kondesa nuko mabiri byo mwana because I have also been at the Vipers. But the reason that's why we have been following the Vipers factor is not because of the Mulimba.
Now, I think to me being a fan of Vipers munika near St. Mary's Kitendo almost for 5 years.
You no more struggle.
Yeah, I no more struggle. Then Enengalaba St. Mary's, you know, Inga you get. Then during evening, of course, Nangana Sina Salirizia in Alangiro kwa training. So now I was familiar with it. Hakuhineka, and of course I have to watch then. So KCCA Yamabia area Lugogo. And again now going to Lugogo ukabiwa mengero matawuni or even X-Space because you get because ninabyanga kolera chereka. So it was a bit muko beating the logic and the area sangawa gire KCCA kanderia kayini team so nama tandekera hobya mwagizo team ya Vipers. That's how it started.
Actually unondo utukuvera Sadamu kwa story ya Kampala.
Okay, Buterev, Renzo TV, you get to the Renzoris. Ekisathiro bya Masata. In fact, we sponsored in Father Kanyonza Memorial School hima. Nibo bakabye kamwe sende. Abatukwamire okwa social media platforms, of course in the okwa TikTok. Tukalangirisha comment shen. Alakini sende settle tuyamba. You see, injana sha comment sanga soma. You get, I don't have time to actually a comment you say negative sende somai. You get, because already ameswaka na kana bitsuke langira na mabelangira something negative I don't read. It is the same no kwa audio kwa WhatsApp na mabiri wo ukanze criticizing I don't listen because one njanga benga kwa bindu byangana biri criticizing I have a what if factor. So for you don't need to come and criticize me. But you don't need to come and criticize me that you want to teach me, come in my inbox here, I should teach you. I don't need that because already you have a bias. That's how critics is. Somebody will not teach you in a good heart. Just like pretending because you are there. But so we don't need, but we appreciate Tukabasima. Professor Ronnie Kevin, Amawinda Natukwamire, in fact, then of course, Afande Young, Kampala, given the Wasinja, Edivio Natukwamire, ngakwanzire kutsebu. Of course, abana bakatukoma kutsebe especially omachi bwabwe en Kampala. Last time uli bamaka na saha na kompira we Renzo Lions. Amamba ya Kasende. You get? I love that situation. Njanga ziri abantu always when you say mbu wanzire nyilo lako. Yeah, esha. Akasende mukakasa betu mwana wetu kalwine naka. Akasende mukakasa betu kalwine kake. But what am I trying to mean here? Ndi mwasinja retu kwama. Mwasinja kutsibu, mwasinja retuanza. We are not the best. But at least we try to be the best. Langine ndi tukabahirira yangu kwa mukachanza. Well, Anderson ngali anza tu humule mukake buira. Shedakika shama bya itanu. Eshamala bomasa 10. Tukendelea tukasubula. Tukasubula ne Rwenzori Lions. Sulo kwa Rwenzori TV.
Rwenzori TV, your gateway to the Rwenzoris.
Ukaisunza erewura ebindu ebiwene kabereko omabutuku obwatolemo bono teke bikalero bya hese ulenga kubere omanyane mu mamusa abe Upendo Kids Paradise bano bakasangana bawa omwatawuni eyekasesa kisandu kiwuma wanamabirwa okwa nyumba eyerekwesha office eshe Uganda Revenue Authority babirukuletera ebindu byomulembe omule nge eshanjimba eshe bana bobukali nabo burume eshe wene baby bottles basins obugeli obwabana balere mosquito nets disposable pads brands hai mana bedebenene wamazabenene kwa wangana baterera okwasha namba senu esisimu 082 atanamuka ngana munane ngani tana rundo kwa 078 ngani 3 ngani 02 babe Upendo Kids Paradise.
Excel Preparatory School, we stand now with a message.
Excel Preparatory School eri naneriyo year after year bakaexcelinga kutsebo eritendekero li Excel Preparatory School bawite classes kwa baby kuma P7 bawite boarding in day section abana bo kwa Excel Preparatory School bakasoma ndeke bakalya ndeke ibane mwenge hurane kisomwe kidini omwana eri mu boarding sheli kubabwomo abalima batendekire ndeke okwo baba butya bakaronde transport y'abana bawo eritendekero li Excel lenawite school van ekisomwe computer kineku iri kwa primary 4 iri kwa P7 leto mwana sahandikebo kwitendekero leno li Excel registration ni nemwenda mbere iri cha balazi iri kachaka 5 iriziko kwa baby iri kwa chomuka ukanzere mnyabine nyo kwaho terera director okwa 0 atana msanju 0 muka chinani na head teacher okwa 0 sanju na muka 0 ngoma sanju ni 5 ulikifere kisomo cy'omulembe okwa Excel Preparatory School ekasanga na umwanya mwamba division ekamuli kwizi okwa rodoro karre photo poto
Of this school.
Trusted Care Junior School Kasese is the only school that is committed to providing a supportive, challenging and enriching learning environment for your child to learn, grow and realize their potentials. At Trusted Care Junior School, we pride ourselves in providing an exceptional holistic education that prepares our pupils for success both in curriculum and co-curriculum activities. With a proven and consistent track record of academic excellence at PLE since 2019. We have maintained the first position both at the district level and the entire region. We are proud with a conducive learning environment and our well-motivated and dedicated staff. We work tirelessly to ensure that every child gets the best possible all-round education. Trusted Care Junior School is a day and boarding mixed primary school with modest boarding facilities. Your child's security is guaranteed. Trusted Care Junior School provides a balanced diet at all learners, both in day and boarding. Registration of new pupils is ongoing from baby class to primary 6 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Trusted Care Junior School is located in Salute SL, near Mamba Division in Kasesa Municipality. For more details, you can call the office line on 0787 227 402, the head teacher on 0771 660 975, and the director on 0782 735 235. Trusted Care Junior School, our best always.
Ba members of the Traba NRM as a party muyitekaniza ye habwa amalulu tetete watu kayingiramu malutete watu kayingiramu tukayetsukane primaries beitu abakada zibe NRM muyitekaniza ye habwa sha primaries ya tukayingiramu ngatukerisinja abalemi betu abamwakoma omwa regime eyikaya kwakweyo munja babiri performinga ndeke babiri kola emibiri yathu tubende bakole nerwe emibiri eyo tukangererayo itwe nga bapate members yikathuha ekitsumbi kinene ngitwe itwatobahera yakatuli twatukagishiya tukaondia kaluluka kuwabo abandu abo ngabasinga isinga wote busubulero kusangwa babiri yakola omubiri outwe tubende bakole kyekikale kinasabiriria esaheno ndikambe abala betu abali omwabuteki abo abatwakoba bali kwa katuli ketu tutasabahamberera tutasabasamarira tubakome tubahere yakatuli right eritsuko kwa chairman LC1 pakiriko kwa President Museveni abandu ababere tukolera itwenge municipality my prayer neresaba nerisengereza abavetas bayabe NRM njenga cha pasoni wenyu byeri minyamute abandu abo neberahamba ndeke tubahambe tsweretswere tutasabaherera yekisanja cha kabere.
Renzori TV, your gateway to the Renzoris.
Okay, is Renzori TV, you gateways to the Renzoris. Ninja producer Joka, Ngalina Kaso Anderson, Ekisathiro Chevya Masat. Of course, in the sports, Yamwanzire, sports. Iga ino abantu abana ne bakatusamalira bakaba wote bakatufanzaku you get bakakola ya people want kukolia you know we should speak this this is sports even the tukatukaenda mbule but I know very many people are there waiting ke bakaka na yukuchi we shall not go there. And we also careful sometimes. Bash Baba Saloon. Mwasinja review kwa saloon yeyo. Wasinja nireheri abandu Haji Bashir Al-Haj.
Shabero kula mzee.
And of course abandu abali kwa security yesheyo masereka o supermarket mwaho aba aneti o saluni mwaho aba more o saluni mwaho ngende bindi banito mwasinja rekola nirirevia Renzori TV your gateways to the Renzoris munga nabana there is one guy wamberekera mali ndamabwende you guy that is what we wanted maybe we prayed for you maybe he was so excited you know somebody really excited because maybe I'm here I don't know it's called Eric I single name is Eric on Wabiakoro kwa NTV this guy a journalist yeah so the guy was extremely very happy maka nambo ndi akatwa lugutu kubwe unaikalo kwa TV by the way aba journalist abanene majority of them they are happy with this initiative especially a few maybe but majority of them they are very happy with the initiative with the what if of course abali mu what if factor ngala nzatuka naye Anderson ni wote story nyinenyo kwa superstar because always I don't always to go there as such. Yeah, it is my things but sometimes me ngawite type of stories bambi. Sha omuntu kubayibukabu nabadde kwa sha stories esere a bit muko boosting.
Very much ka excitement. Only that Gomrege masata tukasamarira machindu chono. In the superstar it is an initiative where yirimu aba DJ bimbi abinyoba presenters kwa radio maybe na bakabyo kwa TV kwenu. Aba kalingise yiribu ende mwama versamarira motre wamamba the best of producer Joka. Ukawa woti yiringise yerikola initiative na Saddam. Akabirika kakakania.
That is Kim.
Neryo amulimi wa yanabyayo
which one Kim
etu narunga bula tibaka mu hata saratu bano ebyo Mr. Sindena
coach ni yakatwamu
ni yakatwamu kandi mwaka mbrata yatina aloma ni bwana maro kwibye ina kaloma chirori mwa kanafero mwalawa so mwaka nambrati coach mwaka nalangira mentally inatore bina noma bandu endaka pikinga bait kandi inakende endaka tunga that time yersat abasha kulunga barene so abojo bano babesa malirende kweche chintu chikana tokeri unifying abantu it is sports na babelangiro ma sports bamali pickinga mu that aspect yo mpira football so abimbi abo waheli tiptone mushakuluwa ya bagudo Jason abo syaba na on board they have a very good idea only that tulindire ndanga
now this is who
oyiba kamweta umoja yiba kamweta mwa
Saddam, this is who?
This guy is called
Tony. Okay.
Bamwe tamatone ngiyo kana akanyisarisha CDs moto ganga kinalewa kuti. So abana banu bakalengekana yindi banauti chaba kindi cha empere. Though itwenga ba observer tukatu namwe tukalangero ekintu kikaenda kikuwana elusiririo kwa bantu bamukenda mukayinge
association
that association muliwolo bali botumpiri bakasata their friends yelwa embarara muga kana siyaona china 1-1 by the time I left beitu nganza risamalera kwa incidence ya byao at half time chairperson KDFA asiki big size and the committee bakasaba kabwinjo mpira imane abwere officials yabali mu mpira sibata reportingwa kuti sibata sa mwaka bwati sibata sabwa sibata minya
exactly
ngokuba nabalume bakaba namanzi likolisha ba officials bewe which is very good 100% and absolutely I consent to that because we are some of the people who win abana batolebe under an umbrella beikaba managing and reminyara how baka operatinga but to the contrary I still give credit to Umshakulo Melody na management ya superstar
Aaron munalangirini ya kocha
and he's doing his job.
He's doing a great.
So bakimana yo mpira abana banu a superstar yamabirunza emiziki kati bitumibiri. This is an initiative yamabiri asa yinamutunga games week in week out. So, your officials have been executing this business. We have always talked about the social quotient. Before you use your knowledge, the so-called IQ, first look at the fact that is superstar existing? Yes. Of what great value is it adding to the game? The funny base. That is already a score. In your makasi student from Ekisathiro wenenge kachanga. Ababa naba control the morale. Chikoma iso mwanja cha okutina club nge mabraka and as well pick the same concept. Iye yabe kaba naba yobeyo. So I appreciate the superstars initiative. That is why I personally ngabwinde banamukolo kwa mero. Neryo itwa suko kwa chatwa very tukaleta bantu body mu mpira. Our idea omuntu ukamuleta mu mpira uli kimutibitia kalwamu. KDFA administration mukaze litibiti superstar erevia through your failure eriminyererend abana balya because I've seen some 2 or 3 officials abana bi compare mu world they have always officiated these games.
Okay.
Superstars administration yamabisi yashahare ya yamalete initiative yamakwikire yo wenge KDFA abana bayamaleta batolerikanjayo where it should go ngaba officials bawo bakabura bati banu boju itu tukasa hanu haneba kama betu mwaso mwanje tatu batu alai baminyambu you exist and you think superstar is going omwanje acha elingikanide itas I want us to look at the people abali ko superstar to appreciating the fact that mama zeribanza kwabenga baka engubano butu eribo kwa butu kubwabo eribo hawa talent most of the game football omusha kulunga Jason inabanza kwalekeri thinking of a recomposing olwembu ina yo kutukubo mpira tiptoni nalo ina kolatia so ngali asaba the referees department or management under KDFA know your role. You're not going to stop each and every game just because you have the authority. We are here watching people who are aiding us in publicizing our game will not be mistreated just because Murians and even Mukabe are recognized even when your members have been told.
I think Mami Anderson one thing mungana kuburende that's why always njenge sa story sine nesanga kana yako omubya mpira I always nga avoidinga area so much story ngasene because one hane esha field esha ukasangane sky tire habulwale nene kutsebo so ukabya ukasakola analysis nero wabya move you get that's why in the always the biru bino I always avoid erikanyo kwa such a kind of fields but I want to nganzirisima abana to come up with initiative yompira ompira ni kindu kinene kutsibu baragene obutsibu bw'omupira ende ni kya kindu kya omundu bukakina bibwate ganza yakola timu y'omupira. You get me there?
Yeah.
But whereby football iwo mupira lishambao ne kandu kakibuira just kakibu very small thing.
Massive football.
But it is under umbrella or it is under the body that is governing that game you are going to play. One, I always advocate principles. We need to accept ninga tutirikirira famenya toche omupira ngo mupira, it is an association, it is an organization. Akaita isiba wa coach wamaenda omwa sports maybe center wama ulamu mujozi wama ulamu engeta wama ulamu mupira ukaita isiba watch arifa kweka changera satao. And on top of that you need to uteriro organizinga organization kafala chindu echo because Aaron knows the principles of the game. Because njo mwana buri singa alianza chindu changa hitingiri Anderson always ibya tukabwa tuche omupira sesa kulakulana bamatwaharana bamatwimania bamakola bati. But in the point here in the wamabe wamalete team with a friendly match, because at the end of the day wamalangera abandu ababye uloya people they want to come and watch their celebrities.
True.
Omundu akanza associating na Aaron, omundu akasa associating na Aaron Lee, hari muzeyimba nyono akafola mbanya walio kwa banyakawa bichi. I'm not a fan of music bambi bolobolo, but these are celebrities, ni celebrity babandu. So in a case that ndo mundu amaseka wanga, you get I'm not a fan of music Anderson, ngabi following her. So in the case that mundu amaseka wanga either hamasa inde kitebo mundu amala seraho mundu kama amabaneka accident yo mundu amatungo butsebo. Of course, very fast, and the government will ask for the federation. For you, when you think that kapira kunu kasatani kapira kaki, it has no matuka kula no mupira. I understand. Mlikuwa kula no mupira mwasinja kutsevu. But we should know that umupira kaita isiba watch. FUFA will directly conduct the DFA. Baba net fuka from watch itsibambo chama bya kasese. Chiri asa cheat. It look chikakangana ya sasa ni chibi. For example hanu kasa hanu manager Renzori TV you get what joka ambo omoju mwaka yakole show okwa Renzori TV mwaka sat mwaka laba hai. I mean there should be a preparations before we come here. We have a discussion with the program director, we have a discussion with the manager, interaction inamnyate okay aba nabamendo kwachi okwa scene so that no mwanga mwambushinga no mwanga namuvuge moto ko majamu mwe Kampala ukambulya kuti aba okwa scene never kekubara ati Joker na Anderson they are there even when he's not watching chikiha who that kind of mungeribia yes bias. So Aaron, you know, let us always advocate the right thing. Then ingaso kwa party yakabe a what if factor. One, omupira akaitaga abanyamakuru ba celebrities because these are brands. Football need brand eribi wangana ewa setulawo. Yesterday mungana kubira namakubira and I think abanaba bauti sine cheba kakangana ya for them banganabia because I cannot reach here to analyze their game in the maka jodaru suppose the mani ati because bakasa tumpira otulo. So I'm trying yes, I don't need to come here and analyzing the superstar. And uli mupira mukimana nabe. I don't need to go there because these people first of all you are not fair truly. No mundo muinga ba analyzinga then you will say but Joker you are not fair. What am I trying to mean here? Ngasonda iye chindwe chekayamba ebo kachangana yambachi but ela biro mwebwe ichangana yambo mupira. One you people you are brand, you should know that you are brands. Actually no murusa support the very abure. Nje bibi ngachira mu nebya nga advocating na abantu banyilangera mu mube. Ukanze ri pro now wabiranza ri fora as if se kwa chirechetia. Wamabi wamatungo muisa Aaron wamatunga a squad y'abana nabandi bakasoroka. These are the same people who mukasoroka sente mu kanda high or Rwenzori Square, the Good Hope and other people, the Jations, whatever. Ngomojo wakao for Murumi wakao for Royu. You see the celebrity kwa street ya Kampala ukamlangero mashabara nyo kwa shabutiki shamani but here comes ekawanga mungana langira bandu anemwendaka wana bandu muchikuba anemwendaka ramucha well ne mutima mubuya somebody will say ne mutima mubuya You get better nje. I always advocate one in the radio is good. Njenga chinakolo ma radio before I came here. Nabyanga out of holo why. Because nobody will know me. Nangana hika who understand there in a watching mpira. But I want to tell you yesterday, nga moving a one step joke. Nga moving. You get what I'm talking about. But somebody, because this is capital, to Ekisathiro mwasha sende. Endo mundu wali ndise kulebia. Wakati wasiri njingu mitano. Remember mabe kulolako. So next time so kwa watasa utuyo mutwalo. Akisa wata first of all unganesi Aaron. Si chocho juchi kima na aliyo kwa chachi laini. I'm not going to pay that. You get. So one, you should know in the you people monene sha sende saheno. You have a project. Eyanga bingiriria or mabole game if you are organized. Mwama ngana suri chishemiru nishenyungi satu. So you should have maybe aims. Ngana singo kwa munase wete. But I'm trying to look at it in the mama bya muri kwa promotion ye sate mipira yenye saheno. You advocate what if factor. Echaka sato kwa itwe banyama kuruna ba celebrities kugamba tuti ngo kutule. We start things they end up failing. Wana manyitere. Tukatandika even uwambo chisiche chireho kyamabo kerachend. When wamatandika ngetimu yenyu eno ebero tubyenyu ebyeri biyanga nabyaho bekakanga nabitichi. A structure eye timu ye kasese superstar ni ya. So I'm trying obunga tukereba abanja ebintu byangala kema in the after joke ebinareho kama Jason kama obahu whatever is but amaluaho yes etimu ya namwe ebyaho echicha bya bintu mwende mukasamalira imwalebya. Then of course in the chindu kale tobutsibu mushetimu ngesikasonda ya just excitements ngabuye hakabya obuli mundu erianze satumpira womakanyo kwa Kim and mwate sat but Kim oyo maybe may not be the one betu wasangana na uta kanduko uko kumotrema ndibinje mwende bundibuju mama anarimbo mupira mama sekachanga mama anarimbo mupira fama enda nyaka sanga mama anarimbo mupira njoru timu lonyo na makorend na maluluam you get so okwa benji muri wolo munga nalangere kuni almost abasete abalingangi 10 ahiya no muchenende mulorumuka nabwa utirisingwa nechebe they need to win for motivation. Yes, much as we are looking for that, but we should know in the abandu bano bali mu team mube yesaye and papa wamabye omana esatu mupira. You should not go there ukaenda ukaisama mbola njine malu mu team yenyu rutimu lwenyu abentama kocha ucha abandu abakanza because in football no manga bya mupira wotulo uyu mukasa toyo still somebody will need a win according to the level yakakolati eyakasaterako. So therefore wamabya ukatraininga watata kawe performance ya mbuya okwa level yenyu singata ko banje performance ya professional players but okwa level yenyu wamasi wangama chingana na Jason I mean to say wamasi wangama chingana Crichton wamasi wangama chingana Rene munga nalangana naye na namumbicha bitani na nimumbete ulana hao you get. So wamasi wanga ono moja bya katukoleresha graphics nindi ono amuza if you cannot match with such a kind of guys okwa training you as a Kim best. You get. So why you want to demand and paka ukanza usa tu mupira? So the competition must be there. Exactly. So what am I trying to advise here? Me I know se team nganasha si ebikiti se team behave. La ngwe na kizambo ye KBLC. Abaze yukuba namwe murugunya ababihanikira. Ati sibata kola sibata mupira. Kweli ukasamalira bihanikira kati na ngali anze risatu mupira. So what am I trying to mean in the if at all that in the KBLC bambinaro yiremo of prostai they know the aim and maybe a team yabo ne yarisha kokwachi it is all about the church kind way. So ukasangana omundu nabya mu mutima yo we church na bati okay omuka make korasha kende banyere but come in ecstasy come in ekizi okwa circumstances yabakimu bano iwabuti abantu bawutre kuno girlfriend bwabo ali anza abere katarera tpandi yanga kolende ngasa takapira wasunyire baye ninjenga lyo matsatero abantu ngayabasara. So in a circumstance like that and wamana yamuteka mu mupira ni ukoche Aaron you may not be knowing these things you get because some of you people you are excitement but I'm telling you understand the fact what I'm trying to understand mupira ngana siwo I know what it means by celebrity life. So the moment in the Aaron amana mu mupira it is a tug of war. I can't be out but when he is not happy I can't be kaukumiko mutim. So let us attend always management. It is even better you call up administration of the game. Ematunga some sessions. Iba sibabe issue mupira ngo kwa kakolachi. So that those people should be in a know of a game. And even if we have not played, but you are part of team echi ndiyo kwecho tukata mawa oleziluba abantu abana nisi badufunga umuhwa wechindu njanda so you know me tukabe tukakola bintu byetu tukabe kolerero kwa muchema we always want to do things you get so ukabya ukanza reche kola ewasanganende omutima oyu amahwaho so that is it mufunga omutima wechindu chenyu mupushinge chindu chenyu it can last and you gain
however ngokulu nabiribuwa upon erikanja what the DFA should do
okay
ngali asaba in the social quotient is now applied. Now we are going back to the IQ factor. Superstars Mavre and my brand they muri umupira as a tool like ayaleka imatoka ere mitinga yo target. Football is completely different from other managements. Football management is different from other managements. How can kubuira? Ukutonema what ya Lazar. Abya musembi nakai hayo kandi nale lama mu utuku na kolishobo. We don't expect that. Better maybe you see you are right out from how you're groomed as a football player. A football player is equal a soldier. Order inaweza kuwa moja. Mbona sasa ulikirengekania wote kwa sababu jana mbatako mpira mnawire ukidurumuka hiyo ikikuwa order ni order respect to the coaches. So ngasaba tumenyerere tuti omupira anawute the governing bodies. On top of the governing bodies, by the way, the government also has the governing board of area. Yakajanga yatokaenda I don't know but it is a homework mama munamchikola well and good singa chimbira ya mama bisatreka changa lero si wano kakanana
exactly is he no
kandi mukatekesha games it is not training so obobundu situye ndianza bukaenda bukabyako because ngalangera idea yenyu I can't fail with chikania no mchaka byo record inde si idea nge school of science the idea of school of science is completely different. In your school of science, yikita.
But I don't want you to go there because when you go there again,
echanganze likanyani chai. In your chamukakola, ukakola the players you're bringing on board, they are different from the school of science because these are now the two inspiring bodies. In your mukaleta, you are own. Kandi mukabi mukaya sata, you inform. Chikamanyisaya that organization here review mune procedure chinabanemu can you maintain it to the levels in the mukachitwa driven the football administrators and other stakeholders munabure heli omabulu uta abogija bawukalenka nawo tibakaya kulebaya omachivulumu mwachirume mabara it is a different story ompira halusu twatunga vitara makini satibo mchiru so there is a way you're going to adjust proportionally to the kind of situation yatwa mayamu likewise in management yao however chajoka mabwati football ni sende more brand abimbi mukabya brand and other celebrities you being a brand football itself is a brand
exactly
kandi mnaureri isangane tukayando mwa mupira omwa brand yompe chikumeza football is much more of a brand than us because we have thought indeed we need it. So can we appreciate the maxims esherivya ompira inauta vilo verwa vyao ngali asa hivyo shivya tukakola tubikole vine proportional to the governing body that is FUFA asa yantu chine under FUFA technical master plan phase 1 or schedule 1
which is massive football.
Trama vetungo mpira twavelangera you can play the ball.
Yeah, you can play the ball, but that ball has its principles.
But now, football is business to some of the members in the fraternity. Kandine nyumule brand. Erebalangera for free is something you should start thinking of and foregoing. That is why we have even always advocated in abantu bene bagamba Jonani tukamwanza ya Jonani hotebe kamule mane benene but he accepts some principles in omupiira si wagole no muwanga biwonzere Jonani yabongaye so ndiyendo kwa fine ya Jonani ukateni
you have
because Jonani is trying to build a firm foundation for the game and with or without Jonani football will outlive him.
Yeah, the tournament will be there.
Akaza basi in a position in mwamaenda mukatu wangu mitano mukinde bana bisembugechi ebya bana binyo bakasata likewise that is what we expect.
Then I think tukaunzerera songa. Another thing in football is respect. I have seen severally because twenge fraternity ni tutu support the rebwe abantu like Aaron knows in the DFA is the body governor of the game. Omwakasese muha.
We are appreciating that trauma that social quotient. So tukasaba nerisimende can we come and adopt, we just amend it and that kongeramne tukaloene chindo chiri much more beautiful and colorful for purposes of promoting the game. Nefere tungama evelo veru yet I believe superstar with the game you will not be disappointed.
Okay.
Most of what you think you're going to achieve, money the money you've seen what you've achieved. Munawira munamukola these engagements, munamwenda mukalangira the merits now. But now, you don't have to masata munamtemekisa, that is a score. But now, can we look at the past or the post Haley at superstar? The post superstar, the game will outlive us.
Okay. Then I think ina chindo changenda bahanulirako because mwamabira somisa tuwiche masata you need to pick interests ninga si eri hamu sha points ya tukabu wako. As I have told you, it is not easy. It's a story in just a receipt hano. It is not easy at all. Two, you people, you have a tool. Mnautisha camera, you have people who know how to do graphics, you know football. To know which moments, even when you have a camera, but umpira, you are not supposed to capture everything. There are moments, and for example, we are home. Superstar. Now, when is a team yikabya yitieka nako mundu alianza kasoborero mundu akenge.
Okwasha flyers okubona mu window obuli kintu ekikayo kwa flyer mu muntu ngibya masata kikabi chika communicating nga chiwete signal. That is why I'm talking to what superstar versus Bundibujo can do what I such a Bundibujo. Someone is going to be confused. Pinyobojo, it's a Omatoni Mabanikira chind. Send people that Mabri and Bundibujo. Omatoni Mabanikira chind.
I don't need the moment the Namalangira poster yao. Ekone Kasese superstar versus Bundibujo.
Yes.
Then automatically nanganaenda Nyakasanga. So to my surprise and etima ikabi ibanziri okwa poster eyo kubanza oyini yakabi na alieka. I don't need to call you Aaron. Ngako ende Aaron omupira alahai. The moment I see in the Bundibujo select versus Kasese superstar, then automatically chekanya samwende Kasese superstar yabere yanda hayi. So these are simple things. Obundu munone bundu buke, but it is a lesson in number in football branding yanga natwala almost 1 month. Which is not easy. So what am I trying to mean here is Abanabet should pass always even orientation or you ask.
And I confronted Hamza. I asked him, you are part of this. We have inducted you into this. You know how these things run. How come such a poster comes out and you don't discuss who can alangera you on immediate spot mukaliwe mtu mama kolachi mama mwami hayo kwa kuitambol. Now sometimes let us, though we are much more very to kakola that celebrity, we wouldn't want to see this celebrity panjandra from bottom to top, where you just feel like maybe you're going to form your own cross section of people, then you are going to ukakundi. Superstar can only move where you can polish graphics yenga trasi beti jengo mdomo masata you already know in the mwalawa ya nayo share accept ideas, share the idea so that it will chilwem because we appreciate.
Well, siama ya makumya nibiri fama sakaine shidakika enge boira twangabya tukayindera show but amasinja kutsibu erechandika initiative echimufala mwamenyerera abana betu bala betu na bali betu. When somebody is analyzing, don't always think about the arenga sare twanza. If we are not on that level, munebuli na mbabu rechindu chinuulyo kwa Result TV. If tukame tukakanywa kwa bandu byetu, so tulibyo kwa level ya sare twanza. Because one twanzira omupira, I love football. By the way chamanyi kulia hanu, it is football okwa level yanga ali kweno. So uleke sadingikana nacho mawoti ya joke mwakabia kakanywa kwa bandu byetu. Aliyetuhumba. Me, it is not that. Whatever is in your kwaband, but our analysis is always not like that. That's why tukakula cha itwa iri ya bendu. Ngoko support the removinga. Kana wamenyera utitalinga kwa nana hanu mga kulirechi. Anda sunakana kukubura kwa poster ande makusoborara ati mumu abanzaku kase superstar. So we don't need here in the uchifale mumutima mube learn. Eyatwa malwayo. Renzo Lions ekiro kyomwanja cha wa mupira wiriwunzerera akendi sabye lubirizi omupira okubanza wabye Rusese Renzo Lions mu yabye kateba golungu mo kwa 0 egolu ya Opio a penalty.
Yes.
Olwendo mafufa big league lwabere chandeka of course in the Predators banawite egolunguma ahead mu mupira w'ekiro kyomwanja cha. Basically in the wamalangira this edition Renzo Lions baluba itekatekire more than ever over before. Today I will not talk about the negativity. I want to be positive and I will also request you to be positive because we have a game tomorrow. So I don't want to torture anybody. Maybe other negativity will come after the game tomorrow. But now ukabya ukasatu mpira owelibi unali dingire egolungu mo kwa 0 and this is a playoff and it is very easy an opponent to turn the result iya bya 2-1. It is very easy because egolungu mo kwa 0 is not a big intage there, but mpira owe Africa na Uganda. I remember here abandu babaka chama bisatu bya kumirundi biryoba okwa mupira we Rwenzori province we Kigezi 1-0 hiye Nyakasanga. Imagine ye golungu mebunyoro focus atachi o Nyabuganda. As I have always been said in the omondo amabere kutebe goal omumpira wa tuwe Uganda no ma Africa. It is very hard to turn up the point.
Yes.
But politically changanabya easier ertebesha goal bibiri. When I talk about politically, it is a what if factor. A what if factor, Mauricia factors, very many factors. Whereby it is very easy somebody to say, truth no radio. Chabia mliwolo na. Omwagiza Katari Rubiriz owe Bunyaruguru United. Amabwinti producer. Egorungu matukaya kola tote. Nama mumulinde a confidence uki high. Ari nama kumulinde egorungu ma. Of course is a fun. But in a normal circumstances in the what if factor and the politics in the game, you never know which type of a fun or you are already you come reward. So our preparations and the mind eyabasativetu tuti eribi fabetekatekayo. And of course we expect the coach on that day. And omupira wabya rusese njamu natayendayo I would be analyzing ebyabyamu. But let me just go because sinabyawo na oswabyaho. Coach Andy should know and echabya kabara chechu on my first leg. Then chamabya checho a plan yiwe a second leg because one goal ikakwerera ya another plan a returning leg. 2 goals ishakwerera another plan. A result yoko wabitungo ma first leg ikakwerera ya another plan. So coach Ante and echakatakate kumanja acha what should be the right thing Anderson to assure and abana bamende lubirizi which circumstances esha tukabe tukayitaga because motivation is always needed here. Eritendiro kwa mulamwa to avoid maybe eribi bakale mu mupira wa kiro kyomwanja acha.
Ngindi tukawa congratulating Zola in organizing at the first leg. In the Mosinja Kutsebu Katika Mani Manene representing Zola region Kasa district at large. Neri hanga ya tumunamulengishere ndamu kalika njamuti we exist. Omupira owakasatu bawusali kweri considering sha points. Awitengiri eyoka approach ngawo. 1-0 while home in a knockout system again is the worst result. Actually, I can say it's a pity to itwe tukayenda itunakulembere egolongu mabet situation ngati kintu chatuleta excitement ichi. The fact that it was very to keka we just need to go and play our game. It's not study. It's not yet over. I can frankly say omupira akisha satibu omunja.
Omupira no omwanja.
Omunja ni wa mupira. The moment yabasambi bakindi are out of shape, position, goods mentally, bakabya beaten, automatically we are losing it. So it is all about the approach. In the morning, the coach and the governor body sound, the approach will be different. But today, Sangana, in the very first 10 or 20 minutes, he needs a goal. Anyone not to get planning any other approach. So, as your opponent thinks of even a cancer goal, now cancer goal.
Whatever.
Neri, hachikasubira okwachoma wako otibwanu ompira wa Uganda. Akahinduka either politically, kotse, with
obukudi obukabwa masingo kwa opponent.
However, in the one goal we have seen in Mpira Uganda, one goal is always a big result where ukabwa minyoto wabiri kanukwa wino. But as a club, can't live a more safe situation ensuring in their fans to almost have no comfort zone. There is a need to advocate for an early goal. Then we can plan the rest. It is at this point the other idea maybe we prepare funds to what. Let me hope people who are supposed to signal funds are already safe.
Because one thing in the Okwabandu Lubiriza Wangasi bakawagira mpira. And you know, omuwagizi ni musatiwa 12 kwa Ekisathiro. But again, so wangarulinga out and hamabye sha club esu uti obuwagizi. okwa chitwa che Rwenzori kuhano ye Rwenzori Lions but also in the organization of the fan base ahead of the game is ever there siri lwaho that's why in the Asia club even in that so nga out it is over for us. We are organized our fans bakana tukwa mana Kampala we the strategy over the strategic plan of to how we are going to rally that club tomorrow should be well prepared. We should be knowing in the metamboleri calendar abana bakenda bate tukaya wagiro mami berich because in rallying there is also competition.
Yes.
What is the ability of the opponent? As I have told you, and the ability of your opponent Bunyaruguru United is a fan base.
Yes.
One in the new team ya MP. Tulimuabutuku always your campaigns. So you even expect the president to be there launching. You get? You never know. We are trying to break through things. And a wise politician should know his ability. So angambora what president we team ya Bunyaruguru United is an MP. Anganabulu kompira wachiro chomanja.
Yes.
A team yewe yanganabula. Beno tukabika na yet is not the name. Maybe rate yeta katika mwabasati aba coach the style of play should be different. This is not a game of excitement. This is a game of a plan. And omoshede kikikumi tukasa touching. Bama twere lyachenu tukasa touching. Oyuwa machi abama implementinga esha plan issue shesho eriko kwa mpira omanja acha. I think should be the right players to start the game. Because a game your manja may be played under instructions more so because it is a game eri in the series and every minute yikakolite yikabara and it is a graded to you when you are defending. Then of course in the leading can you about abasatinga Ojoko, abasatinga Opio, abasatinga Sande, abasatinga Alihaj, more so now and about experience should know the management of this game. Of course, if you it is a big game, but I don't think that it is a big game. Okwa setting a sand, Alihaji, you know, Opio. You get what I'm talking about. These are the games that you should handle. I mean, all the maybe circumstances have here and maybe you have not even delivered such, but these are the games the so Kenyans out to out. That's why in the Nimipira mina ne Rwenzori is yawuruka lebia. Baka tunge penalty baka ambaye ba high-hand Opio. There is that significant way of thinking and I think is our player there. There is no excitement in this game. So I think a lot of things from asakane sidekika itano sesangala nza ukana ibinyu ngayo very twinda rifangalo hano.
Yeah, umwanja tukaenda erubirizi kuwa namo kwa Mr. Joker. We don't expect hooliganism. Uncalled for hooliganism. Let me just we don't expect uncalled for hooliganism. We expect a club. We are trusting the system, and they have prepared more than enough.
Exactly.
They have been into this for the last 4 editions, and they know what it has cost them. Whenever they even the 5th round, they leave consecutively. A very big round of applause out to the Rwenzori Lions. Former champions for 5 consecutive seasons. With that pedigree, I would love to see him. Don't treat this game just like you've always treated maybe the weaker opponents. Approach this game just the way you've always been approaching the league games. You're playing business for a cause. Right off from the very first time, Moka and my first edition. You have acquired better players to think that maybe we can be pushing at that level. We expect more is when we are expecting accountability. Unless you're aware with the coach deems fit. But we expect at all costs in any spirit. Wamabisu and Libya Musambi, as long as you've been allotted the Libya ball boy, please do that. Then this mind game, we don't even expect this public address. Be a paramount factor. Then the captain also protecting players on pitch from the referee should be another factor. Don't please. I would love to see Umraka on the card, which is a genuine one for a cause and a purpose. This is a single game, 90 minutes remaining. Let us handle some other issues.
Well, let us not be a culprit of mind games because already we are leading.
Yes.
So tulekende wa omwabo satu obukaye fihaku when we are leading. Munasho mpira wa Uganda bakagoberera unga nacha sindekendeke. Something will happen again yumuru leadingire emayisaga ninyuma malwa coach mwetukiri hako. So let us be extra careful. Renzori TV, you get ways to the Renzoris Ekisathiro bya Masata. Anganziri kusima ofu yatandekera erihika endambyano natukwamire and of course inasima bakamabe tobe Father Kanyonza Memorial School Hima and of course inasima Saddam webali nyo tubererawo kubanga ndi guno mulimu guba gw'amaanyi nnyo ebingi bye twetaaga okusobola okubeera nga tuweereze gwanga nga buli muntu nga buyetaaga. So nolwekyo twagala nnyo okusinga nti webale nnyo okukola omulimu naddala nnyo producer badde naffe Mr. Saddam. Okusingira ddala tujja ne program eyitibwa bagita get down. Eyo no ebeerako omukulu and battle kotadde n'oli omukyala Ruthilina bibagenda tutwala then ate ku ssaawa emu tujje ne program eya Mwasinjayo. Of course nga producer Joka na Kaso Anderson mukendisi yandabuhola.